Well, today everybody, in this video we're going to be talking about a piece of gear that, as the title suggests, quite literally blows tube amps out of the water. Today we're going to be talking about an old friend with a new twist. We're going to be talking about the Fortin Nameless Suite, but it's got the new updated version. Today let's talk about the Fortin Nameless X from Neural DSP. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to click on this video. You will not be disappointed. This video is awesome. If you could please do me a favor, do three things. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Spotify if you want to hear any sort of awesome riffs that I create and love to just make original music, okay? Thank you so much in advance. Now, let's start talking about the Fortin Nameless X. Let's take a trip down memory lane. It was the summer of 2018 when I was very, very new to YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for quite some time now, like 7.5 years, give or take. But when this came out, I was very new to the game, and I remember all of my peers and everybody I looked up to and still look up to. But I just remember everybody was just ranting and raving about the Fortin Nameless Suite from Neural DSP. It quite literally changed the game, in my opinion, and everybody's opinion, in terms of amp sims. It sounded so realistic, it sounded super gnarly and distinct, and to this day, it is the most distinct amp sim sound that I've ever heard. If I could do a blind Pepsi challenge, like if I had a co-host here, I know for a fact I could point out the Nameless Suite against just a bunch of different amp sims, because nothing ever sounds like it. It is so gnarly, so clanky, yet clean and articulate, but disgusting, and everything in between. So if you can't tell, I'm a huge fan of the Fortin Nameless Suite, and you longtime viewers of this channel know that. I've been singing its praises ever since it came out in 2018, and today I'm so honored to share with you all the updated version. So in fact, if you guys have been following me like on Instagram or something like that, you've already heard the Nameless X on a post I did yesterday at the time of this filming. But let's hear what it sounds like in a quick little mix. I'll put up an Instagram reel here in this video right now that'll eventually become a YouTube short and on TikTok, etc. All right, enough rambling. Here's what it sounds like in a mix. Obviously, it sounds absolutely amazing in a mix, right? I was using this guitar right here, which is my signature Cerberus 7-string prototype, and it is tuned down to drop G. The Nameless X just comes to life in lower tunings and lower registers, and case in point, it just sounds super clear and articulate. It's a lot of fun to create with. Now, before we go any further, this video is in fact sponsored by Neural DSP, as they're asking me to share the Nameless X with you all. What an awesome statement. I've been a huge fan of Neural DSP ever since 2018, when I first kind of just really found them and really got familiar with their products. And here in 2024, the fact that we're working together, it's a huge honor, okay? But rest assured, there's nothing I need to do or say other than just my usual thing, that is just write riffs, hang out with you guys, jam, and talk about cool tones, okay? Now, let's talk about the actual features inside the amp sim. First, we have the pre-effects, which is the Fortin Zool, the hex drive, and the grind. Then we have the actual amplifier itself. This is modeled after a very sought after and very distinct and specific for an amplifier that's out in the real world. I don't know if they're in production anymore, but on the used market, they are so expensive and heavily sought after. So you have the ability to get that sound in an amp sim. That's awesome. Then we have a cab section and an IR loader, so if you want to upload your own impulse responses. Then we have a post 9-band graphic EQ. Now we also have a delay and a reverb in the Nameless X, so if you want to add any sort of soundscapes or just use it for a lead tone or like a trippy clean tone, whatever, man, you have the ability to add some space with delay and reverb. Also, there's the transpose knob and the doubler effect. The doubler effect just creates like a wide stereo effect, which makes your guitar sound super monstrous and huge. And then the transpose knob, you have the ability to down tune or up tune, pitch shift up or down if you want to, depending on your situation. And you have the ability to do that inside the amp sim. And we also have a tuner. Now, there's one specific thing with the tuner that I want to talk about, because the tuner's a tuner, right? Just check your tuning. But for me, there's one thing I really enjoy, and that's the live function. Basically, you click on the live button, and you have the ability to see your tuning in real time. It shows you on the actual interface of the amp sim. It's a small thing, but it goes a long way for me personally, because I've never really been a fan of like such first world problems, but having to click on the tuner, check your tuning, and then click it off, and then you're back up and running. I like it to see if you're in or out of tune, you know, in real time on the amp sim. I just think that's just a nice little touch that I sincerely appreciate. This amp sim also works in standalone mode, and it also has the inevitable quad cortex capability. So now what I want to do is I want to reset up my room, and I just want to casually just jam through the amp sim and just kind of just chug along and just click some things and just show you what it sounds like in real time. I've been splicing in some sound clips throughout the duration of this video, but now I just want to sit down with it and just kind of just mess around with it, you know, because that's always fun. Alright, so we are on Metal 5 8-string preset. In front of the amp we got the grind going. I like the grind more than the hex drive. Just a lot tighter in my opinion. Hex drive gives it a much more fuller sound. They're both awesome, but I just like the grind a little bit better. Here's the face of the amp. Here's a cab section with different mics. EQ. So you can sculpt your tone with the EQ a little bit. We have the doubler effect. And then we also have the delay and the reverb. One final thing, let's check out the transpose knob. This guitar's in drop C. Let's see what happens, what it sounds like in drop B, just a half step down. There you have it, everybody. Really, really cool amp sim. I've been a huge fan of the Nameless Suite ever since it came out, like I said in the beginning of this video, and the fact that it's revamped and revitalized here in 2024 to meet all the needs of the modern day player. That's awesome, man. Like, it's just so cool to see the Nameless Suite still be relevant and still just have that sound, that distinct sound, that clank, and that just gnarly sound that I absolutely fell in love with back in 2018. To see it here in 2024 with all its new features, I'm over the moon, man. So everybody, what do you guys think of my thoughts and opinions on the Nameless X? Thank you so much for watching. Again, a huge shout out to NeuroDSP and a huge shout out to you for watching this video. Again, please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Later.